Morning. Good morning. I technically did start at 7, huh? That's new. Let me move my mic. Hey, good morning. It is a cold, really cold winter's day today. Let me get into the game. Everything looks good. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, recap. What happened? We found that there is a possibility that the rental boat shop owner could have, well, in our case, must have killed Hammond. I have a suspicion that he was the previous, the murderer of Miles' father in the Dl6 case anyways, but because of the oxygen the lack of oxygen in the elevator and the fact that he lost his memory, it could equate to that. Yes, that is what I see. Hi Leslie, you're in time this time. Hello. Welcome. I was just doing a quick recap of what's happening. Tell me if on the stream if the chat is a bit small. I'll move me a bit to see. If that thing here with my ears here, if it's a bit small, then I'll fit it with that one. Because I moved the chat box up here during the what was it, during the Stardew Valley collab, so I could move oops, I can't do that. So I could put all the reactive PNGs at the bottom. So do tell me if it looks too small. Anyway, into the game we go. I have a couple of new emotions I want to try as well, but I will use it when the time comes. December 27th, the 7th, 2:11 p.m. Wright and Co-Law offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Oh, right, okay. Edgeworth was talking about the nightmare where he shot someone, or he killed someone, I think. Oh, you're gonna give us a recap anyways? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. That might move me a bit this way. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed... I don't think he killed Hammond. I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memories has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life, never. Nick. Hello, Larry. Yo, how's everyone doing? You more or less saved us. Hello. What'd you think of my performance today? Still want to bap you though. I'm swooning in the eye. That's Isles, right? Isles, huh? Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yeah. I do remember feeling faint. For a completely different reason. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Maybe he thinks he killed his own father. Maybe. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he that's what I thought happened during that. It was well, we'll see. Maybe the gun fell in his hands or something like... No. I don't have enough information on the Dl6 case anyways. I wish we had a bit more. Oh well. You know, love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? You're adorable. But no. Me? Oh, well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. Again, for the wrong reasons. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. No. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Oh, Timmy laughs. I'm just going. But seriously, Nick, That blade shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? In our side, we always have to believe in our... Shoot, what are words again? In the people we are working with. You always have to believe that they did not do it. So, and if you do that, you can put yourself into the case 110% or 1000% anymore. Nick? I don't know. Nick. It's like one of the rules that I'm chief. No, maybe it's not chief. Maybe it's a bit later. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Ah! Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Wait, what? Nick? Not Maya? Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Why him? Why not Maya? Enough with the silent treatment. You're being mean today, Nick. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes? Ooh, new music. Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? Ooh, information. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Episode 4, let's be mean to Maya. That's true, this whole episode. We've been just saying mean things to Maya. I don't like this episode for more than that, for more than Maya. For one Karna especially, but Nick, to Maya, she's been with us from the start. Since episode 2. Or 1. No, Turn About Sisters is episode 2. Turn About Sisters... Turn About Samurai, and then this is the goodbye. Okay, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial seems like fun. Class trial? Oh, tell me about the class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money. Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh! Huh, I see. In my school, we were given, like, allowance to order lunches. And recess? I think lunches and recess before schools. We'd go to the cafeteria and write down what we wanted. And then when recess and lunch happened, it would be in a little paper bag with our name on it and with what we ordered. It was really cute. Very delicious stuff. Very cheap as well. I see. Anyways, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. So I'm just staring at something for a moment. You were out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? viable. But unless there is a school nurse in the Man, I'm forgetting a lot of words today. In the sick bay. Yeah, if there's someone in the sick bay, then they can confirm that you weren't there. Yeah, those kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial. So the next day we had a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Oh man, this seems like an interesting class setup. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief. Give the money back. You're such a me. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. So fast. You're gonna play me? Yeah, no more borrowing my wrestler. He shouldn't be allowed in real library committee. 50 cents I lent you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? The kids are talking fast. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. That's not right. Oh, teach. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Haha, that's cute. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Woo-woo! Man, he's a very classy boy at this age. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Wait, so the money he stole was Miles's money? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. He's cute! But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Yuari! Hello! Hi, Rune! Hi-ho! Oh, that's Larry! Greeting! Hello! Meow! I forgot Larry. Oh, Larry's here, actually. This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. How am I doing? I'm doing well. I have a couple of mates I want to try out today. When the situation calls for. So obviously we have my Phoenix one. But the other two, not until I feel like I should use it. But yeah, I've been slowly adding more and more to my rigs. Very slowly. How you been doing? Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. So we didn't even find out who did it. That's how it happened. And after that, the three of us were the best of friends. I think I want to mainly use this one, but I do like my my normal rig, but I am working on that one. I'm still like trying to I've done the shading of the hair, but I just need to separate all the pieces before I do an attempt at a full body rig, or at least the waist up. At least I'm gonna do that much. So anyway, the cat one is a lot more easier to rig. I don't have to do that much. Anyway, everyone candy until Edgy says objection. I do. The cat girl model is actually the main one, how the lore goes, but I do love this cat one here. It's more me than, yeah, anyways. Oh wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. Oh, that's sad. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see. Hello, Neptune. Hi. Welcome. When something smells, it's usually the butts. after the show. I don't have a ton of time, but I want to drop and say hey. Nah, it's all good. You don't always have to watch, but dropping by is nice. Thank you for dropping by. Anyways, Edward and I talked after that class trial. I'm not really good. You are. I'm not. Erase that thought from mind. And after class, that's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. No, I see. I still don't think a grade school kid. Grade 3. That's just year 3, right? My one. Wearing a suit and tie. Anyways. I'm gonna bap you on the face, friend. You gotta bap you on the face. Anyways, I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my father. Maybe I should get his hair too. A famous defense attorney. But now you're a prosecutor. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The Dl6 Incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later that I heard Edward's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the edgy I used to know at all. He learned from Von Karna, I'm gonna guess. In that time, I would. In that time, whenever he said all the face baps, he would take all the face baps. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? I mean, he's a very good defense attorney. So, I mean... If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Wow, Nick. I mean, that's an okay reason. So, that's why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who and what he is. I mean, I have an idea of who he is, but I don't got the proof. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean up some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Oh, wrong one. Let's move to Gourd Lake. Let's see if we can get any. Go into the boat rental shop again. December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hiyo! Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Can you snap a tie in half? Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. Kinda. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Bye-bye. I didn't like Gumshoe at the beginning because he was just there and just maybe a bit annoying. But now he's really grown on me. He's a very likable character. Very fun. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Welcome back. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. Yeah, Lotta. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. He was a rookie, but he grew so much. He did! He's a very lovable puppy. Very lovable. All the characters are pretty much growing on me, except for one character. I want him gone. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyways, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, so we can't go into the forest right now. Let me see what we've actually got. What did we keep? Uh-oh. We didn't return this. Anyways. I wonder. Let's go talk to Edgeworth. Hi! December 27th, Detention Center. Visitors room. Hello. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Is he missing a lot of memories, more than I expected? That's worrying if he is. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That's sad. It does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? It's so simple. To a fault, even. Excuse me. Well, maybe, yeah. But I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. I see your sad little gaze right there. Perhaps. The trauma locked his memory? Maybe. Trauma does do that. Maybe it has to do... Maybe anything that had to do with defense attorney because his father was killed might have been blocked out. Maybe. Hopefully we'll get more information about this. Talk. Okay, so we're not going to get anything from him, are we? So, will you talk to us about the Dl6 case, though? Will you talk to us about this? It was a case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? Ah. But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. So, hey Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? No! Wait. No, maybe the reason why he doesn't want to become a defense attorney isn't just his father's death. It's because Hammond defended against... Do we have a name? Is there a name? No, this guy, from what I'm guessing, but defended against the person who killed Miles's father and won. Maybe and let him go. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to become a defense attorney, because in his eyes, a defense attorney defended against a criminal and won, and let the killer run free. Maybe. I mean, that's what my thought process is going from now, at least. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. That man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. That guy, Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. Yep, this has to be the reason. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Yep, that's possible. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind. I'm reading wrong. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. So, about Von Karna. What's your relationship with Von Karna? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I don't think so. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. Yeah, that's why a lot of people think... So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. Well, this case with me as the defense attorney is gonna be. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karna does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's now impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. No kidding. Oh, okay, that's it. There has to be something else. What am I missing? No. Wait. Let's make history, Yuari, right? I'm gonna make history. I'm gonna make him pay. I'm missing some information. Can I still... I can. Okay, so I can't go to the woods. I'm missing information. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Still eyesore is missing. I mean, yeah, eyesore. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I doubt it. Can we go? Can we go there? Yes. Let me get information here. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might have been the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Groesberg? Hey, Groesberg, I'm sorry. Aha, hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Groesberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come to my office at once. Maybe I may be able to offer you some assistance. Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? That's suspicious. Let's go in. Polly's still here. There's a safe. Shoot, what was the number? Oh, caretaker shaft. Nobody's home. Hello. Huh? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where's your owner gone, Polly? Hello. I can't believe he'd run up and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Okay, let's do some examining. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's gonna hate me. So, this thing. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? That's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 122. Wait, 122? $1228. The date of the Dl6 thing. He definitely knows. The old man knows something. That's 100% for sure. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. Let's open it. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. I was wondering if Nick had a parrot in his... No, we got a thing that can summon Polly whenever we want to in court. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Phoenix, right, Nick. We're going into that case. We're going in there and taking what's in there. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Let's go. I guess that might be a clue or two. The only thing here was a letter. A letter. Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Can I know? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Please, I wanna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Okay, Hammond, the one who set him free. But why would Edgeworth be? The rest of the letters goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, and he was following instructions. Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not the thing then. Yanni Yogi. Maybe he's not Yanni Yogi. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay, but one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Nice. Let's go. Let's go to Miles. Public beach. Entrance. Hey Miles, you know about this? You know about this? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Dl6 case ends tomorrow. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the Dl6 I'm getting too excited. Dl6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? That's what I think. The suspect in the Dl6 incident, the one who was found innocent. So, why would he want revenge? He's innocent. Right? He's quote innocent, sorry. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Do we get a better picture of Yanni Yogi? Huh. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were in there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us like that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? There's something that has been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. Tell me! You mean the nightmare? I'm gonna sneeze. Don't sneeze. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of murder. I think the time has come to tell all. So, nightmare? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Okay, help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shoot. Don't shout. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Okay. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. No. He threw it. If the memory shows right, he threw the... Oh, wait, maybe if he threw it and it discharged and bang, shot someone. Blag. So, did we... And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. So do you recognize the scream as your father's or someone else's? Because if it was your father's, then the father got shot. But if it wasn't the father, then someone else got shot. And then Yogi got shot. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the past 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it is real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Yeah, okay. If we go by that rule, yeah, maybe it makes sense. But that doesn't make sense why he'd go after Hammond then. Because Hammond proclaimed him innocent. If it was just to get revenge on Miles, then yeah, that makes sense if that through that train of thought. But to get revenge on the both of them, that's a bit pushing it. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. I need to move a bit. Reset my position. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of Dl6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the Dl6 incident, maybe... Grossberg? There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about Dl6. Yeah, Grossberg. Let's move over to Grossberg. Knock knock. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg? Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened. What's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. Don't say I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. Oh, I typed this around my waist. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Mr. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Yeah, that is possible. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. Hey! Gee! My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karner's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karner is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. Huh. So about me, Missy? When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? Oh, I read that in the wrong way. that Edrith's dad lied to protect his own son. Not emphasizing on that. It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Oh, no, backspace. Do you know about this? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem like Yuari was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. For his own sake? He never trusted his clients. That one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It can't be. Because it can't be Yanni Yogi. Because he's not really sound... No, actually I did think it was Yanni Yogi, but not Sound of Mind. Can't be Miles. Definitely can't be Miles. It could be. Okay. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I wish it was Karma. I'm gonna make it sound like it is Karma. Oh, I'm not sure. It's the only possibility. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court records. It's Von Karma. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Nothing's making sense today. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Well, I've got an idea, but that's because I know about the newer games, and they kind of glossed over that. Well, at least his slight. No way, I was joking when I said Von Karma was guilty. I saw him as guilty from the start. Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. He could have talked to him. Huh, that I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas of vacations, Maya. In any case, That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? These are all in red. These are something I've got to note. What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up Dl6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Dl6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just can't believe. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. At least as long as one person believes in him, that is enough to keep going. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. What gives? Edgy was a child. It's still... Actually... I mean, it's still technically classified as murder, even if, Edgeworth was a child. I don't really know the laws well when it comes to the age ones, especially he was grade 3 is under the age of 10, I'm pretty sure. It's if it's year 3 in my one, then 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe around 8, 9ish years old. I don't know how the law works in there. We'll just see how that goes. In the shed. The police materials. Okay. Okay, we will go to... No. Do we have a records room? One day left, Nick. Yep, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. December 27th, Police Department Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. It's you. I don't think she'll be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. What? You can go in as long as he's there. What? Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Oh no. Nick, let's hurry. Mitchie. Police Department. December 27th, the Police Department records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. This is open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for Dl6, it's completely empty. I don't want to see his ugly smug smile. I don't want to see him either. We'll see him in court tomorrow anyways, but I don't like it. He took all the evidence, didn't he? What? What are you doing in here? You! Well, I think now's a good enough time for me to do this. I'm gonna keep this on every time I see him, and I don't like him, I don't like him. But, Von Karma, you... How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like... Never mind, I'm gonna keep this face on. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this... Wait, did he know the department was going to be so empty? That's actually a good thought process there, Leslie. Oh God, if he, I can see how Edgeworth is, yeah. I don't want to talk to you. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism, just like his father, always second-rate. So never mind. Every time he appears, I'm going to keep this face on, regardless of what I'm saying. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear Tony, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up Dl6 in court tomorrow. So, I have this thing that isn't your writing. Get books now. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. You just confirmed that you wrote it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A taser? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Why don't we present the shotgun? I want to present a shotgun. Oh God, this dude. I hate him so much. What the heck? 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. Whoa, what are you? Maya! Nick, run! Wait, what the heck? Maya? Out of my way. What the heck? Maya? Is Maya okay? I don't care about Nick. Maya? Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the Dl6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya? Open your eyes. Maya? Ooh. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? What a waste of Maya. Yeah, he should have run. Maya sacrificed herself for us. She should run. But then would leave Maya to him, and I'm like, oh God, this. I couldn't stop him. No! No! You... Okay, I'll do it. You did well, Maya! I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm not good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. No, precious child. No, you're okay. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woke up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? Dl6 Evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I just remembered something. The ballistic markings has to match the gun. And I think the gun that Von Karma is going to show that has, we'll say, young Edgeworth's fingerprints probably will not match the bullet. My quick hypothesis. God, Maya! I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh, god darn it. I'm not crying. God, Maya. Maya, you're not useless. Okay. Here we go. This is the final trial, should be. Final day. December 28, 9:51 AM, District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. There we go. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Uncana doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! But what are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat in the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh, yeah, pal. Gumshoe? Gumshoe. What's going into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Have you seen the fan art of Maya eating a burger? Not really, no. I don't really look at fan art. I mean, yeah, I don't normally. Yeah, good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took a cool night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge with Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. Stretch. Okay, we're not stopping this until I do this case, until I finish this trial. Okay, December 28, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 3. Let's start. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Honor. I hate you. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Bonkana, your opening statement. Right. Relentless as a true attorney. Yeah, okay. Reposition myself again. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested in yesterday's trial. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. I ain't calling you Dad anymore. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Okay. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. So many things to question. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Let's get the buttons ready. You have something to do with the court. Yesterday, but I wasn't running. I went to buy food. No, you've got a thing. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? It seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. I'm going to keep pushing this. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cougar's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I knew one of those motives. I'm gonna... How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over again until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of those statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, the former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the Dl6 Incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tis. Hey you! Jumping into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this in the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. Oh no, I've got an idea. I have to do this now. If I can't prove his yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? I got an idea. It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tisk. What? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? What? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked in a chemical plant. At a chemical plant. I burnt my fingers working with that stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneaky little... You burn your fingerprints to hide your past. I know. I've got a second idea. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. No! I despise you! It seems that the case has been decided. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do? We toss the bird. Tisk. Well, I'm gonna hate the word tisk for a long time because of this man. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot. For a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're so winning one corner. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up to his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? Oh, on my proposal? Yeah, exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Ma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection to your objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Yes! Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes out of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with it? With your little game? Oh yeah, I'm doing it. We're doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. We know the magic word to get her to talk. Hi! Hi, parrot. Hi, boy. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Testify for us? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say hello, squawk. Hello. Huh? No, we know the key word for this. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? Sorry, Nick doesn't know, but I know. What do we do, Maya? Okay, let's begin. Hold it. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, talk to her. Right. What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Huh? Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course, we're leading into that. Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, do you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Polly! Polly! The Dl6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on it then? 3. Show us to stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. 3. Where in this file is the information connected to the part where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It is the suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. Oh. I dropped a couple things. What's his fiancée's name? Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see, I guess that is possible. Mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a My granddaughter has a dog named she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make my daughter your fiancée? Never mind, she's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. Well, I know another bit of information. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just find one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, Witness. You may continue. Okay. Well, I guess we should try to get information out of her. We need to yep. Sorry. I forgot to go back. Okay, next bit. Okay. Witness, you can't just say hello. Yep. I want you to testify. Maya, talk to her. Obviously, we can do the have we forgotten something, because she'll say Dl6. But that doesn't really... because anyone could know that. The safe's number was 1228, which is the date of the Dl6. Yeah, we'll do it this one. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228? 1228? My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. It does. Everything I say does. Actually, it does. That's why I had to say it. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? We're going back into this thing. It was the first one, the summary. The Dl6 case file. What's this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the number of the safe? The case summary. The date. It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically the date. on which the Dl6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the Dl6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card. Thank you for telling us your ATM card numbers. I set my ATM's card number to number 1 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. Sure, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. Go, Judge! Go, Judge! But what are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Yeah. Who are you? You look nothing like this guy. Huh. Should have set it to 000. Because it's 0. He's nothing. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me... He wasn't mentally unsound, was he? He told me it would make me innocent to get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought it was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyways, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. That was a very lackluster ending for that part of the case. Miss Von Karna, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Yep, we're doing the Dl6 one now, huh? Very well. Would the defendant please take the stand? Okay. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion in this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment in the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why hasn't Von Karna saying anything? Because it's this case, but the Dl6 case is entirely different. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. I don't believe. Okay. I don't think it's over anyways. That is all. The court is adjourned. Okay. Miles! Could someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karna. Wait, but that means Miles? No. Edgeworth? Oh, let me put the music up a bit for me. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Yep. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the Dl6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? No. Let him speak. I'm gonna let him speak. No. I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long... I'm sure Edgeworth... I choked. Hang on. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem, though. Now. Go right ahead, my boy. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the Dl6 incident, was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for Dl6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm going to quickly go through anything. So we can ignore that. Nothing has to do with these ones. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This thing. The murder weapon was fired twice, but there was only one bullet. So I'm gonna have to keep a note on that. Okay. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick pause right here. I'm gonna leave this on because I'm only gonna be quick. I'm gonna feed my dog, and I'll be back. I'll be right back. And I have returned. Okay, December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defense Lobby number 2. Okay, I can take the hair off now. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. No, this seems interesting. Do continue. Ow! Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstance. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Oh, I was just reading through the court records once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. So casually, I'm going to prove he's innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. It's still going to be a court case. So I've got to, get ready for another one. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. I don't believe it either. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. We are very confident here. December 28, 2:30 p.m. courtroom number 3. Alright. Now then, I'd like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitation on the Dl6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Born karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail that didn't quite fit. 2 gunshots. I need to make sure. I don't really recall what he actually said. It will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Okay, the Dl6 Incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That is all. I point fingers at the gunshot bit. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. He's a kid. He was 9 years old in there. Of course, he's gonna knock out. His lungs it would. I don't like him. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Gotta get ready to press certain buttons. Not that one. Nope. 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 This. A single gunshot. Beep, beep. There were 2. 2 gunshots in this one. Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out the file, don't you? I do! I don't accept this evidence unless you tell us what page it is on. What page? The victim. Look at the victim data on this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Mr. Mars Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. I need to look at some photos. Actually, no, because there's no blood stain on the glass, so the father wasn't shot leaning against the glass thingy, was he? Yeah. Oh. No, the positioning of the... No, continue. I have to continue. You have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of the shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karner, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? Yes. This one. Look at this photograph. The shot on the door is very clear, and there's no blood. There's no blood stain on the actual door. So, Gregory wasn't leaning against the door for the shot to have gone through him and the glass. So there has to have been two shots at the very least, because we have one that went through him, and then a second one that hit the glass plane. And again, no blood on there, so that means he was not shot. It wasn't a single bullet that went through his body and into the glass. Okay, this is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the same time, at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. They don't see it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves two shots are fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge. This thing. Right up here. This one. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth is killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. That's why they wouldn't find another bullet. It would have gone through there and ended up outside of the elevator. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Oh, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Well, yeah, but who's the murderer? Even I don't know. I don't have it. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the Dl6... What? Elevator, oxygen, yep, no clues, yeah. Defense trapped in elevator, one bullet found in the heart, murder fired was trapped in elevator to oxygen deprivation, memory loss. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found in the scene. Yep. Defense attorney trapped in elevator running. Yeah, age 6, one bullet found in the heart. Murder weapon was fired twice. Yep. court bailiff, that's fine. I don't see anything wrong. Unless he's gonna go on about, like, the bullet. But that's fine, because if a shot went through the glass, then the bullet would have fallen outside. Oh, do tell me, what do you want? Look once more at the Dl6 Incident I just did. Yes, look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary page. Case summary. Okay, airtight. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time, and there's no clues were found at the scene. And the case summary. I just looked at it. Page 1. Yes, I just looked at it. Look what's written there. What? Not a single clue was found on the scene. Yes. So, if the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. No! Oh God! No! No! He does have a point. No! 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 Oh. The second bullet has never been found. Okay, wait. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. But did it not go straight through the glass? If it went through the glass and if it's an elevator, then it would have dropped down below, right? No? There's something I'm missing. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order. I will have order. No, Mr. Wright has written one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tis. There's a bullet hole in the door and a bullet in his heart. That's what I'm thinking. Because if the bullet went straight through the glass, no way they'll find it. It's gonna drop. Maybe we're missing something else. Because the one bullet is stuck in Gregory's heart. That's a fact. Then the second bullet, it fired, and if we're going by what we're deciding, went through the glass pane, it would have fallen outside of the elevator and onto and further down. I don't really remember how elevators work, but this is an interesting element. Something is wrong. Something is missing. I hate those tis, by the way. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. I want to bat you to make sure you just like, give me the bullet, give me the gun, I'm gonna shoot you. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? No, we have to keep believing them. What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures aren't for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'll get Edgeworth declared innocent. So I'm also going to bat Phoenix's face. I'm sorry, it's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have raised any objections? Have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Did I mess something up? Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. I can't. Okay, we cannot say no objection. We have to object. Object to everything. Your Honor. I object. Tis. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Gah. It must exist. Yeah, Chief? The second bullet. Chief. That was Chief. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed? What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Man, we're grasping at straws here. The murderer? Tell us who this murderer is. I'm still thinking about that one. Yeah, So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet. It is if I'm a metal detector. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer didn't need it. Because if there were two bullets on the scene of the crime, then it could be easily the information could be used that the gunshot that Miles did when he threw the gun could have hit the glass pane. And why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Come on, Nick. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... Forget instance. What? For instance, what? Maybe the bullet had hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? I accept that. Wait a second. I was just talking out of the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left this with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. And yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. Is any of this making clear to any of you guys? Because it's not really in my head. The two men fight inside the elevator. Yes. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Yes. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey Nick? I just thought of something, like, really crazy. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Nope. Recap. Gregory Edwards was dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. If they're trapped, how could the murderer open the door? I don't know. But this is... Gonna take a little pause to actually think about this case. God darn it, it's still so very confusing. I mean, eventually that door would have to open, right? And if... Okay, so if they were running out of air, if they were running out of air, then when the bullet went through the glass pane, that would have caused air to go in, and maybe the elevator was still on a floor that was connected, was not in between the floors. Maybe it was actually stopped at a floor, and I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, we're saying that maybe Von Karma is the one that did it. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in this many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the Dl6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well? You have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? I realize the murderer wouldn't need to actually open the door, because say the murderer shot through... Hang on, let me open it. This one. Say the murderer shot through the bullet hole already made. Say that. And through there shot him. Maybe. It has to be the only thing, because I don't think we have the picture here, do we? This isn't a picture. But in the scene where all three of them were in the elevator, Gregory was... Sorry, the closest one towards the door was the bailiff, which was Yogi. And then I think towards the back of it is Gregory, and then towards like the front where the picture is taken is Miles. So if that's the case, then it isn't impossible for someone to have shot through the glass thingy where the first shot that Miles did towards the pane, if that would go through and hit Gregory. I'm grasping at straws, but that's my thought process, but I'm not even sure if that's gonna work, but we'll see. Could you give the name of your subject? Should I come out and say, Yes, say it now. Say it now. Say it now. Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Oh, my hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma. Von Karma? No, you mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah, you don't object. I see no need why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you claim that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where would I go? Under the knife at Mr. Wright. Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. I don't think he's going to. Have a doctor. Nick. Let's find out who his doctor is. Nuh-uh, too long. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery, yeah. So the bullet, if we're going by that logic, the bullet is still in his shoulder. Or wherever it is. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So now what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? In him. It's still in him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. And move that. Oh, this is getting fun. You don't mean? I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. There it is. There's that face I wanted to see. We're breaking him. We're breaking him. I refuse. You refuse. But refusing just means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I'm taking it. It is so good. I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Yay! Come on. Yeah! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. No. There is a way. What? There is a way. There is a way. There is a way. There is a way. I was shot in the shoulder long before the Dl6 incident. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Love the haircut. Thank you. Guess what? Ballistic markings are a thing. You said it. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to Dl6. Let's assert it. Cut out. Get that bullet out. We'll compare it to the bullet we've got. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. This is Mr. Wright, who must prove something here. Not I. Oh, I can. Oh, but I can. Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it? Yes. Can you prove that the bullet in Mr. Von Karma's shoulder was from Dl6? Yes. Of course he can't. Yes, I can. You don't have any of the Dl6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. Beep, 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 beep. I have evidence. I actually do. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No. No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the Dl6 incident. And here's my final proof. Hey, take this. Take it, take it, take it. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the Dl6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? He was the one who told me about that. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma? You'll let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. Hey, that's the same sound as, okay. Got it. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. And then that's it. Get away. Get away from my father. Yep, and then... Yep, that same scream. A wording of screaming. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me. So it was you. Oh, you and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. 15 years earlier. Oh, thank you. This is the information. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. Oh! I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. This explains the whole door thingy then. It must have immediately opened after that. Yep. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Whew. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, this was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Woohoo! We did it! Oh god, this is such a long case. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew. I need a break. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. Wow, this was a long one. District Court Defense Lobby number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? When Carmen looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say I'm impressed. It was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, are you gonna thank me? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think he could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. That's scared. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woo! No! Oh wait, I forgot to take it off. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I have seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all, Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Well, yeah, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? And me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long in this again. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kian's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts. You come along tonight, my treat, pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's a police for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yep, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave to me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but not a lot either. Larry stole the money? $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you? I screamed a bit loud. I'm sorry. What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent the day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took a day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Slap you in the face too! Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, me too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Dad, the death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I would have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner's on me. Why does this feel like a conclusion? I thought we have one more episode before this game is done. Well, this, first arc is done. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. And? What? December 29, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Co-Law offices. I didn't get to save yet. Wow, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's that? A letter? I've got a bad feeling about this. Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my She's gone? I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Maya, goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the Mans have already left. To the station. Maya, no, don't leave. I guess I'm too late. Hey, you're still here. Nick, Maya. So, okay, I'm gonna keep this. You're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial? I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end where I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Gruesberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. No, you helped. You actually really helped this time. No, you always help, but this time was great. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Because of this. You were able to grab this off him. A bullet. When Karma was convicted, Quicket was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to Dl6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Oh! Train! Go, 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 go! So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh. Bye! Thanks, Nick. Bye-bye! I'll see you in the next few games. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Is this the last one? Hang on a moment. Is this the last one? Ace Attorney... This one. So this is the first game. Oh, 4 cases. Oh! Really? Huh? 4 cases? The original version of the game is split into 4 episodes that follow the 4 cases. Is this one? Say goodbye to the novice attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think. Also, I think this is, oh, this is too fun. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I think I finished the first arc of the game. Yeah, wow. I finished the first arc. I thought there was another episode, because that's what the wiki is showing. There's 5 episodes. Huh, hey pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woohoo, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Oh, I know how this ends. He gets arrested and by the police and unpersoned? An unpersoned? Monty, do you want to rewrite what you said? Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. But... Oh, wow. Woo. If this is the last case of this one, then yeah. Dude, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of told him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Nah. But we will be playing as Phoenix in the next one. It should be, yeah. The next one's... Hang on, I'll try to get this stuff up. I was referring him as like to anyone like Phoenix, right? Ah, the defense attorney whom I wrote the affidavit for. Yeah, oh, you should know at a recent management. Oh, managed, really? Should you be in the area? Please stop by. Oh, cool. Because I have to read this. I can't even click anything, so I can check if what the next game is. Oh, it's you, Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder, I haven't seen him of late. Wait, I'm starting to get a bit suspicious about this. Who's talking? The names of music, French lemon, you see. I do think that this is the end of the first arc. But why is everyone talking? Hi, old bag. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know they're fine? Thank you. Hi! I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of public's eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. I hunger. It says that the next one is episode 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Huh. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she's caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyways? We're going to talk to everyone, my god. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy in my tender age. Poor Cody. I don't want to miss anything, so... Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there was a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. I doubt it. It does say that there is one more case that's from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Me, Chief! Yep, that be the goal. That be the goals. Chief! It says that there's one more. Yeah, this one. Brand new episode has been added. See, episode 5, and it's still under the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney one. So I've still got it. I've still got a case to do. I've still got one more case to do. So because of that, that means that this is because I finished episode 4. That is it. I am done for the day. Whew, this was such a long one. But that end credit scene is very interesting there. But thank you for watching. We're saying for like 2 and two and a half hours ish. But thank you. This was a very fun run. But we've got episode 5 coming up in 3 days from now on my Friday. So I will see you guys. No, wait, I've got a. What am I talking about? I've got a stream tomorrow, which is Gato Roboto thingy again. So I will be streaming again tomorrow for that one. So I will see you later. Bye bye. Thank you. Here's the ending one. Boop. There. There's there one more? Yeah, you too, Monty. Bye bye.